You've heard the expression, big girls don't cry, right? Well, what about big men? One man at The Independent recently decided to tackle this issue in an article titled, "Why Do My Male Tears Make So Many People Uncomfortable?" The author, Chris Hemming, says that for men, crying is perceived as the ultimate weakness, but for women, it's perfectly normal, and that there's something very strange about that. Now, Chris.
Yes.
You deal with many crying men.
And tears.
On The Bachelorette. Does it ever make you comfortable?
And, well, and Colton is a big man. I mean, he's like 6'6" and played in the NFL, so those are big man tears. And no, I embrace it. And you know, you often get that on The Bachelor because it is an emotional ride. And I know people are like, oh, it's a TV show, but you will get to this point. It's their real life. And so you'll see. And Colton's not a particularly pretty crier. He's a real ugly crier.
Yeah. Okay, wait,
ugly
that adds a big element to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like snot
there's sweet cry, and then there's like this boo-hoo cry.
Really?
Yeah, he goes ugly cry.
And what in those moments, what do you do?
Well, make fun of him, of course.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. No.
Do the girls like it though?
Well, it depends. A lot of times it's not in front of the women. A lot of times it'll be in front of producers or what have you. But it depends. It depends on what he's talking about or what they're sharing at the time. But I mean, I think it's silly. I think it's natural for.
Are you a crier?
You know what's funny? I think I could count on one hand as many times as I cried before my daughter was born.
Oh. Wow.
After and my son, including my son. Yeah, whatever. It's your kid. It's a son. But when my daughter was born, something happens and you're done. And now, the drop of a hat, it could be a commercial, a movie. Anytime she performs, when she sings, I'm just like boo-hooing. Her, the father-daughter dance last year, she walked out of the room for the father-daughter dance, and I lost it. Just lost it.
Can you imagine her wedding day?
No, and I think that's what happens to dads, is that's what you picture is her wedding day or graduation or what have you. And you just become an emotional ball bag. And and maybe it's a double standard or sexist, I don't know, but I don't get that way for my son. I'm sorry. Joshua, I love you, but...
I love it. She's a daddy's girl. There is something really
There's
special
something about those girls, and they just get you.
Yeah, I think when men cry, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. I think they're sensitive. Now, when I'm dating somebody, like I went to go see The Star is Born, I was sitting next to my date, and then I was like, we're towards the end of the movie, and I'm hearing this.
Which date was this? Who was it?
I think I know who it was.
So is it? So it is a time and place thing, right?
Yeah, it's a time because I looked over and I was like, "Are you crying?" You know, and he was like, "I don't know. I'm just relating to this movie." But then,
oh wow, on what level?
I think that's sweet. I think that's beautiful.
Was it an ugly cry or was he trying to
No, it was like, because when men are I noticed because when I turned over, the guy next to me, there was another guy. He was over there boo-hooing too, and I'm like, "What? It's just a movie, guys."
No, but Lonnie, it shows you that he has a sensitive side.
Anyway.
As long as there's balance.
Hold on.
Feelings.
Will there be another date?
Oh, there's been another date.
Then it worked. Then I know.
Okay, so that brings up the big question. What happens if after the special moment, he starts to cry? What if he just starts weeping?
No, I got to get out the bed, son. If that happens, don't cry.
You're not here for the after sex cry.
What if he's just like, hold me? And just starts crying. Hold me.
Hold it.
No, Lonnie.
I just want to feel small.
Lonnie, you have an emotional man. If he ends up crying after you guys, then you lean back and you go, I know.
Yeah.